Hello, so today I'm going to be demonstrating a fishtail braid on my mom. She likes it when I do her hair. Basically, for a fishtail braid, all you really have to do is take two chunks and then take small sections and fold them over into the other half of the hair. And do that over and over again, weaving them together, and then it's fishtail braid. See you in the time-lapse voiceover. So as you can see, I am gathering my mom's hair and just combing it through so that it doesn't stick together as much and be knotted, because we don't want it to be in the middle of a braid and then accidentally pull on her hair really hard. So I'm just brushing it through right now. You can also see in the background that we're watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. My mom and I just started that show. It's pretty good so far. Okay, I'm just gathering her hair so that I can split it into two chunks and braid it into a fishtail braid. You can see me here splitting it into two chunks, two sections. Try and make them semi-even as best you can. If it matters to you, try and make your hair smooth. That's what I was doing just there, is trying to make it smooth so there isn't any weird bumps at the top. Now you can see I'm just using my finger on the outside of the chunks, taking small sections of hair and folding them over into the other side of the other half of the hair, over and over again, weaving them over each other. Take one from each side, over and over again. That's just how you fishtail braid, is you take the two chunks and you weave them over each other with smaller sections. I was personally trying to make it kind of tight on my mom's hair. It doesn't have to be tight. Some people will, after they're finished, pull the sections out so they're more fanned out, or just will braid them loosely. You can also do a French style of fishtail braid, but I decided just to use a normal one. It was much easier on my back if I could be sitting up straight instead of looking down at my mom's head. Opted for the safer route of not hurting my back. So you can see here now it's kind of starting to take shape at the top. It has the sides at the back of my mom's head are kind of curling into the center where you split the sections. That I really personally like how it looks like that. And just going over and over again. And at first it will look really messy, but then once you get around here, maybe a little bit farther, you can see that's definitely becoming a fishtail braid. It might look a little iffy at first, but that's just how this braid works. Try and make sure that you're getting sections from the backs or the top of the chunks that you've split. Otherwise they'll kind of be uneven when you're braiding, because you'll put sections over to the other half and it'll go over other sections you've already weaved. So try and make sure that you're taking stuff from the back, top area of your sections, instead of in the middle or in the front. This kind of braid is definitely kind of tedious. It's very simple. It's an act that You can just do whatever, like watch something while you're doing it, doesn't really matter. It's actually kind of calming for me. I enjoy braiding hair because a lot of braids are kind of just mindless tasks that you can do once you get used to them. So you can see that I'm in the way right now. It's kind of hard to see the braid or what I'm doing. I will get out of the way in a minute here. I actually, while doing this around here, I completely forgot that I was filming this, and so did not realize that I was in the way at all for a little bit here, but I do get out of the way once I notice in a minute. But yeah, you can see kind of behind my shoulder that it's like becoming a fishtail braid. You can see the weaving pattern of it now. It's harder to see from far away. There is a close-up at the end of this clip, but it definitely looks a lot better now than it did when you started out, just because of how this braid works. Ah, gosh, I need to get a haircut, guys. I'm getting a haircut once this break is. Well, we don't. I said break. It's not actually a break, but we're in like lockdown mode because, you know, pandemic. Um, so once the break is over, I'm gonna get a haircut, and I'm very excited about it because I really need to get my undercut shaved again. It's definitely getting pretty long. See, I'm out of the way now. I realized that I was in the way, leaned back a bit. So you can see that like it's getting a bit longer now. You can like properly see how it's supposed to turn out. This braid, you can stop it wherever you like, and it actually looks really cool if you stop it halfway through. I went all the way through my mom's hair just because I was braiding her hair so that she wouldn't have to deal with her hair being everywhere while she was out later that day. But I do sometimes when I'm braiding my wigs, or yeah, I have done it a couple times braiding my mom hair, just kind of stopped and looked at it, and then depending on how I felt about it, I finished the braid or I didn't finish the braid. You can stop the braid wherever you want, and they still actually look really cool. That's why I like braids so much. It's very versatile. I'm sorry about my squeaky chair. I don't know what happened. But I built this myself, so it's probably something I did. You see, I'm getting closer to the end now. You can kind of almost see the ends of my mom's hair behind my shoulder. My mom has quite long hair, so it does take a little bit longer to braid. We're almost at the end of the time lapse. That's really good. Means the braid's almost finished. As you can see here, I'm kind of struggling. I was sort of struggling to hold such small sections in my hands, and like section out smaller pieces, because the small sections, to make the sections roughly about the same size as they were previously, it was taking about half of the entire sections I had left. And so I was struggling to make sure I was holding everything and folding over the right pieces. Here, I'm just tying the braid so that it's finished. You can see like the weaving pattern now, which is really good. You can actually braid these. I was going to braid this to the side of my mom's head, but I decided that it would be easier just to braid it on the half, in the back for this video. Here's a close-up. You can see I'm playing with the tail end of the braid, but you can see the weaving, And that should be it. Alright, so that was the fishtail braid. I hope that made sense because I'm not really the most amazing at explaining things. I want to thank my mom for modeling for me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!